Neck to Montauk. News 12, Long Island.
Good evening, everyone. Have been under attack recently. They've had to defend a policy of screening certain ambulance calls. In those cases, rescue workers waited for police to check out potentially violent scenes before going ahead with the calls. County administrators complained of unnecessary delays, and now some fire department officials are fighting back. News 12's Roma Torrey reports.
It's a normal day at the Terryville Fire Station. At 11 o'clock, an ambulance is returning from the hospital. At 12 o'clock, that ambulance is going out again. The call is for an elderly man unable to breathe. Within 4 minutes, the ambulance is on its way. The temperature outside is in the high 80s, and none of these emergency workers are getting paid. 85% of Suffolk County's ambulance calls are handled by fire department volunteers, and now fire officials complain the county is ignoring them.
The primary complaint is not with the county dispatching system, it's with the county administration. Their insensitivity to the problems of the volunteer firemen, their willingness to jump on the bandwagon when the volunteer firemen are maligned.
Thornhill is president of Brookhaven's Fire Chiefs Council. He says 29 of the town's 35 chiefs met recently, and they decided to pursue a plan to form their own dispatching system apart from the county's.
We passed a resolution to have Brookhaven Town, Supervisor Akampora and the council investigate the feasibility of perhaps going to town-wide emergency dispatching.
In the past few months, Suffolk fire departments have come under heavy criticism for maintaining a screening system. It's been called racist and unnecessary. Thornhill defends the policy.
There are addresses that are on a verification list with the county that we get accused of racism because of the location of the address. And I can only say that that verification has nothing to do with color as much as past incidents that happened at that address. If we get a call that we're to go to the aid of a victim of violence, and we don't know if this person's been shot or stabbed or beat over the head with a pipe, we don't want our volunteers stumbling in to become another victim.
He says about 35% of the fire station's rescue calls are Band-Aid calls, or cases where ambulances aren't needed at all. He says without proper verification in some instances, they might miss a real emergency. Thornhill says a letter is being drafted to Brookhaven Town Supervisor Henrietta Akampora. It's requesting that a study be made to determine the feasibility of separating from the county's emergency dispatching system. He says Brookhaven Town firefighters are hoping to finally get the respect they deserve on the town level, because he complains they're certainly not getting it from the county. In Port Jefferson Station, I'm Roma Torrey, News 12, Long Island.